Hi, my name is Mike, and in this video we're going to be doing a fuel pressure test on our first generation Chevy Colorado. I don't really want to call this a how-to because it's been like 20 years since I've had to do a fuel pressure test. Most of my fuel pressure testing was on old carbureted cars where it would be like 5, 6, 7 psi. Modern engines, fuel injection, much more higher pressure and a little bit more complicated to work with, I feel like. So you can see my gauge is already hooked up. One thing you might notice is I took the cover off of this wiring harness here. I shouldn't have needed to do that, but the fitting on my gauge was very challenging to get it onto the black nozzle. So I had to kind of give myself a little extra wiggle room by taking the cap off of this so that I could move it a little bit. Another thing you might notice is, and I thought this was kind of interesting, in 2004 to 06, the Colorados had an external regulator, which was mounted on the fuel rail. 07 and up, they went to an internal regulator, where the pressure regulator is built into the fuel pump, which is why it's also a crazy expensive thing, because it does all that, but beside the point. They kept the line, but they capped it off. If anybody else knows what this green cap is for, if I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. But I did some searching online. I couldn't find anything, even any pictures that looked like mine. So I think between 06 and 07, when they switched from the external regulator, which would have been right up here, they didn't remove the line that went to that, or the return line from the regulator. They just left it there and capped it off. That's what I think that green cap is. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. So, as I mentioned, I did have a hard time getting that on there. I was eventually able to get it on there. Here's our fuel pressure tester, and this is like 20 years old. You know, it sort of mostly still works. So, with that plugged in, we're going to go ahead and start the engine, and you can see what the needle does on this gauge. First, I'll turn the car on, but I won't start it. And you can see how the needle went up on the gauge. So when you turn the key to on but don't start the engine, you can hear the fuel pump engage, and you can see that we're now sitting right at a solid 50 psi fuel pressure, and that looks pretty good. I think it's supposed to be between 50 and 60 or 60 and 70 in these cars. You know, as long as it's holding that pressure, we'll go ahead and go on to the next step. So you can see what it looks like with the engine running. The needle's vibrating a little bit right up there between about 56 and 60. It's vibrating really fast. I did a little research online, and what I think that indicates is, one, that I'm not using a very high quality pressure tester, and two, is that each time the injectors open, it causes a minuscule drop in the pressure. So it's telling us what it's supposed to be doing here. Is it's telling us, you know, it's right around 56 to 60 psi. As the injectors are firing, it drops back down slightly, but it's staying pretty good right up there, you know, close to 60 psi. We'll rev the engine a little bit, see if that changes at all. So that looks pretty good, pretty consistent when I revved up the engine a little bit. Let's go ahead and shut it off now. So with the engine off, the pressure settled back down to around, looks like around 52 or 53 psi. And we're going to go ahead and use our drain here. And let's just drain this. Alright, so the issue that I'm having is I'm getting a P0171, which is a lean condition. It's very infrequent. And I'm just kind of trying to troubleshoot that. The fuel pump was replaced due to an unrelated issue about 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So I'm wondering, hey, maybe that replacement pump might be a little bit faulty. And I'm just kind of working my way through the troubleshooting right here. I wanted to go ahead and record this video. If anybody has any comments, feel free to let me know what you think. And if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I'd love to hear them. I know there's a lot of people on the different Colorado forums who follow my videos, and thank you for that. I hope that some of them are helpful for you. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of different videos on Chevy Colorado, also applicable to GMC Canyon and Hummer H3 vehicles. Thanks, have a great day, and stay safe out there.